Alright guys, what's up everybody? It's your boy Jim Michael, Jim Reviews here, and today I will be comparing the newest version of the Freedom ISO, the Freedom ISO 2, with last year's, or I guess 2 years ago almost. I think I got this like December of 2016, so about a year and a half. Anyway, this is the one. This is the two. Alright, so the first thing that I noticed in this newest update is definitely the upper. Now the upper wasn't bad on this shoe. They really just improved upon what they had in the first one. I think they call it ISO knit or something. I'm not sure what they call it, but it works so well. It's still breathable. It has more of a knit texture, given it's a knit over the mesh. So this is the Freedom ISO, which means it still has the ISO fit. And to be honest, in most Saucony shoes, I really can't feel the difference of an ISO knit compared to a non-ISO knit. But in this shoe right here, I think I felt it. Just having this shoe on my foot compared to this one felt a lot more accommodating. I didn't feel any like tightness around the midfoot, but it still gave the room that I needed. And the toe box, I'm not sure if it's wider. Let's see, is this actually wider? It doesn't look like it is, but it feels like it is. Overall, the fit in this one is just much better. And for those that are asking, the 2 has fixed the sizing. This original version, it fit great if you get the right size. I had to go up a half size, and I also have friends that went up a whole full size. In this one, it is true to size. Okay, now for the differences, I would say in the heels, they call it the support frame. So the support frame in the 2 goes up a little higher towards the heel, which gave this shoe a little more of a secure fit. I know there were some complaints about the ISO 1 being a little too flimsy in the heel. This one is a little more structured. So even right here, if I press this heel down, it's pretty flimsy. It takes little to no effort to put the whole thing down. Compared to the 2 where it's a lot more, I can push it down, but it takes more energy to get down there. So I think it's a lot more structured, which leads me into the inner of the shoe. The shoe is a little more padded, a little bit in the heel and a lot more in the tongue. Well, I shouldn't say a lot more, but a little more than it was. This thing, the tongue in the ISO Freedom 1 was just pretty flat, which didn't cause me any problems. But to have a little more cushion in there on the new updated version, I think it was a good move. It wasn't too much where it changed the whole shoe, but just enough to kind of add a little more comfort to the shoe. On the outsole, it's pretty much the same crystal rubber they had last time, except I noticed there's a little more opening in the bottom of it here. So on the ISO 2, there's more cutouts on the bottom of the shoe. I'm not sure if that's a way to make the shoe a little more flexible or a little more lighter, which the shoe didn't feel lighter on foot, but it did feel, I guess, cushier, the ever so slightest. I mean, it was very, very slight. So I won't say, oh, this is a much cushioned version of last. No, this is just a slight update, and it felt a little cushier to me. So take it with a grain of salt. My feet are different than your feet, so there you go. Other than that, it's a pretty solid update, I think. They didn't change the shoe entirely, but they made refinements that I think overall across the board were just better. The problem with this shoe is I can't decide where to put it, because it's not light as a Convara or a Zante, but it's not as heavy as like a full-on trainer like the Triumph ISO 4. It's like a performance speed trainer shoe. I don't know where to put it. So it's kind of in its own lane, which I do like, but like I said, I don't know where to put it besides on my feet. But yeah, this is a good update. So yeah, to recap, the upper's a little more structured, the heel counter's a little more supportive. There's some more cutouts in the bottom of the shoe, which didn't change the shoe dramatically, but I think made it a little more softer. It's still responsive, it's still cushioned. It's more of a firm cushion. So for those who don't know, the Everrun technology is pretty much like a modified version of Boost. Same idea. It is a little more firmer. It still has that bouncy feel to it. So to me, it's a solid go. I will be reviewing the shoe in its entirety, the full-on review. This is just a first impression / comparison, like I said. And I asked you guys on my Instagram, who do you want to see come back for a review? And you guys want Mary Beth back, so hashtag Mary Beth or all. So I will see you guys probably next week with the review. Maybe earlier, I don't know. Things kind of just happen the way it happens. With that said, subscribe to the channel, like, thumbs up, share if you want, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.